The most beneficial and the most merciful, respectable sir and my dear fellows, Assalamu alaikum. Let me introduce myself. My name is Misa Munawwar and I am 17 now. I am from Zafarwal and recently I completed my intermediate from Degree College Zafarwal. Our today's topic is responsibility of youth. Youth is the time of life when one is young and often means the time between childhood and adulthood. It is defined as the appearance, freshness, vigor, etc. The characteristics of one who is young. So, as we all know, luckily in our Pakistan's 68% of our population comprises on our youth. So, we have many benefits of our youth, and our youth have the potential that any other nation don't have. And the responsibilities of our youth in Pakistan for the development of Pakistan's are here. Some of the responsibilities of our youth, that the most important responsibility, value of time. As we all know, during our young ages, when we come to the age of youth, responsibilities of youth are here. The most important responsibility of youth is value of time. As we all know, when we all come to the age of youth, we don't have time for our hobbies, we don't have time for our comfort zone. We have to hit our comfort zone, so our youth have to value their time. Our youth have to consider their time in the managed way. So we have to work on the principle of 996 with passion. What is the principle of 996? Principle of 996 is to work on 9 a.m. to till work on 9 p.m. and this routine goes to for the 6 days of 1 week. Another responsibility of our youth, discipline, tolerance, and punctuality. Our today's youth lack all these qualities because due to lack of tolerance, we are still failed with the 68% of our youth in our population. With discipline, we can do anything in a measured way, and punctuality, we can do anything with a proper and functional way. And as our Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah said, is unity, faith and discipline. And as you can see his most famous quote saying, if you will work in cooperation, forgetting the past, burying the head, and you are bound to succeed. We have to realize the sacrifices of our freedom fighters for the development of Pakistan and to give their best role for the development of society. We have to motivate our youth for the spirit of patriotism. If we want the development of our society, we have to protect our Pakistan first, because those countries who don't give heed to their protection can maybe gain their development for just short time, but protection first than anything else. And for the protection of Pakistan, we have to develop the spirit of patriotism in our youth. I want to tell you, and here the most famous saying, I want to tell you that the darkness exists everywhere. You have to shine to fight against it. If you want to protect our motherland, Pakistan, we have to fight it. We have to fight against terrorism and many other national and international problems that our Pakistan facing today, like corruption and we have to develop the soft image of Pakistan. For this purpose, we have to protect our Pakistan from terrorism and nation building. Nation building, this is the responsibility that our youth have to do in our society. Nation building, our youth should think about their future in their own way to make innovations and to make other way in all the fields of life regarding their role in society. As I mentioned, that our youth have the great potential that no one, any other nation in the world have. So for this reason, we can do anything for the development of Pakistan. So our first priority as a youth of Pakistan For nation building, we don't have to blame other people. We have to become an example for next generations to inspire us and to give motivation to do their best in the development of society. Spirit to change worse conditions. If we have potential, then we have the spirit to change all the worst conditions that our Pakistan is facing now. And as youth is the time of our life when we can do anything. And for this reason, our youth have to take risks, and we have to develop this ability in us, responsibility of to take risk for the development and for the soft image of Pakistan. We have example of Arfa Kareem, Nazi Hassan, and most youngest professor, Professor Hamad Safi. Thank you. This is the end of my presentation. So you can now ask any question regarding my presentation.
Okay, there is a question from my side. First of
Yes,
all,
sir.
let me start this session now.
Yes, sir.
You mentioned in the beginning that okay, we must study or we must work for 6 days a week.
Yes.
But don't you think that in Europe, in other countries, the people are working only 5 days a week and they are generating a great, progress?
Sir, 996 rule is the rule of China, and they gain their economy and become world biggest economy due to the rule of 996. As we all know that we are still underdeveloping nation, so for the development and to gain the level of development like Europe, we have to work more than these people of Europe.
How can you deny the mentality of those people who are living in England and Australia, and they have made themselves, even you know very well that the people are, they have well-known universities are working over there.
Yes, sir.
So how you can say that okay, 5 days a week is not a good thing? Even in Japan, there are 5 days a week, and in their working hours, they are giving some time to sleep as well.
Yes, sir, but for the to cope up with all the problems that our Pakistan is facing now, we have to work more to gain the level of development as soon as possible. For this reason, we have to work more in compared to other nations, and we have the example of Elon Musk also, who is the most richest person of this world now. He work like more than 12 hours in a day.
What do you think about those people, Zuckerberg, Bill Gates,
Yes, sir.
the person who invented Apple mobile?
Yes, sir.
They were the products of 5 days a week.
Yes, sir.
So how can you deny the importance of 5 days, and how can you compare that we should work 6 days a week? Even in our Pakistan, we have been working for 6 days. And where is the progress?
So we are working the 6 days, but with not the spirit and with not the passion that is needed today in Pakistan. We work maybe more than 12 hours in a day, but we can't do our work with the passion
Girls.
and the spirit that.
Your topic is that what is the responsibilities of youth?
Yes.
Tell me, what is your name, Mesam?
Yes.
Okay. Mesam, tell me what are the roles of youth in community development?
In community development, we have to, as I mentioned, the motto of Qaeda Muhammad Ali Jinnah, faith, discipline, and unity. We have to work unity with the unity, and we don't have to blame others for the sin and the problems that our society and our community facing now. So we have to become an example for others, not to blame others.
Today's presentation is about youth.
Yes.
So what is youth is getting in return?
Youth is the leader. The most famous saying here that youth is the youth is the leader of the future. So due to this reason, we have to work for our country. Everyone have to work to give their role for the development of society. And as we are the future of our country, so we have to work more. We have the spirit and we have the passion also. So we can do anything.